hello there. Well, hello there. All right, let's go. Today, I just want to hang out for a bit. I don't really have any specific plans for in game. I just going outside later today, and tomorrow my friends invited me go karting, which is a very rare scenario because I'll probably say yes. And I have questions because I'm gonna get ice cream today for sure. And I was like, "What's your favorite ice cream?" And aside from that, I don't know, just hang out. What's up, noob? Noob, you got a favorite ice cream flavor? Yeah, do you have a favorite ice cream flavor? What is your favorite ice cream? These are important questions. I need to know the answer to these questions. Yeah, I need to know what is your favorite ice cream. Yeah. Quick little hangout stream. Hello, hello. I haven't had ice cream. You haven't had ice cream in 3 to 4 years? That's probably why you're sad. Like, I think you should get ice cream, dude. I'll do some like rep stuff while I'm almost to 18. I'm almost to that augment rune, which is nice for someone else. You haven't wait. Yeah, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. You haven't had ice cream in that long? 3 to 4 years? That's a long time. That's a long time. I mean, like, I guess there sugar-free ice creams. That sounds sad. That sounds, I don't know if sugar-free, I think sugar-free ice cream is like, at that point, you should just not have ice cream. I don't know about that. That seems weird. I don't like the taste of sweet things anymore. You don't like the taste of, I mean, I've heard people say this before. I just didn't. Like, some people don't like chocolate. I find that to be pretty strange. I can't really fathom it myself, but some people don't like chocolate, right? Interesting. You haven't had ice cream in 3 to 4 years. Okay, well, just so you know, there's going to be a lot of ice cream talk today. Today is what's on my mind. It's probably a good thing because I only think of sweet things all the time. I think of nothing but sweet nothings. You know what I mean? Exactly. Yeah, well, that's true. So, like, if you never have sweet things, I suppose you wouldn't think of sweet things. But my brain is filled with nothing but sweet nothings. Savory ice cream. I one time was on a road trip. This is way back in the day, from L.A. to San Francisco, and we were driving there. And there was garlic ice cream on the way. So there was garlic ice cream. I didn't try it at the time, and you know what? I relatively regret this. I regret sometimes looking back on my life realizing that there were things I would never ever try again, but effectively never did. What's up, Sean? Sean, what's your favorite ice cream flavor? This is important. This is my question today. I was thinking about ice cream. Do you have a favorite ice cream flavor, Sean? This is a real question. Like, yeah, if you had to choose Rocky Road. Okay, fair enough. Rocky Road. Do you believe that your life has been a rocky road, or has it been smooth sailing? Let's see if we can make a connection between people who like Rocky Road ice cream and also those who have had a rocky path in life. Let me put it this way. If you hear Eye of the Tiger, do you feel as though you should be running up and down stairs, or like not really? You know what's actually really a whiskey ice cream float? We starting already with a mint chocolate chip, Matt. That mint chocolate chip's a solid answer. Why would you put whiskey in ice cream? That doesn't make sense. Why would you put whiskey in ice cream? You could just not do that. That doesn't seem like a. Well, why would you do that? For real. Matt says mint chocolate chip. That's a classic. You can't go wrong with mint chocolate chip. You can't go wrong with mint chocolate chip. Because yummy, yummy fun time. If you wanted yummy, yummy fun time, there's plenty of other things you could do. I feel like you're limiting yourself, actually. There's a lot of things you could do for yummy, yummy fun time. You just gotta basically go through your contact list and see who's in town. All right, but this is the thing. So I think today I'm getting ice cream, but I don't really know. It's afternoon there, right? Yeah, it's 12:30 p.m. and I'm gonna go out today. I've been having a lot of thoughts. which is why, like I've been having a lot of thoughts, right? And that's interesting because I do think sometimes, I know this might surprise people, but I don't think it should surprise anybody. I think a lot. My problem is I overthink, right? That everyone should know at this point. My problem is I overthink. Like I think too much. I should actually learn how to not think. That would probably really benefit me in my life. But for now, my issue is I overthink everything. Um, so I've been thinking a lot, and I was like, I think I should spend a little bit more of my time outside, like trying to maybe connect with some old friends and spend just like get more steps in and kind of like walk around a little bit more and and like face the world. It's a scary thought, but at the same time, I think that's probably a good idea for me. So that's most likely I'm gonna do that. You know what I mean? They're just a good vanilla. So people would say, Matt, that if you like a vanilla ice cream, you might be a vanilla person. But I don't think there's anything wrong, and I don't think that's a true correlation. Because sometimes you could like vanilla ice cream, but still be like a chili oil type level of spice. So I feel like that's not fair, because sometimes you know what I'm talking about. Like I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. Basically, like you can. I think there's nothing wrong with vanilla ice cream. You could still be a spicy individual because I also like vanilla ice cream. There's nothing wrong with. Oh, I was gonna buy a contract for doing this. Get a little extra rep. How close am I? Reputation 15 and a half. I'm getting there. It's sort of getting there. You know what I mean? So yeah, something just like a good clean flavor. There's nothing wrong. If people answer like today, if people answer strawberry, that's fine. People answer chocolate, that's fine. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with these answers. But what's interesting is that Noob says he hasn't had ice cream in 3 to 4 years. I find that to be relatively, maybe not sad, because like it's true that you don't miss what you don't have, right? So like to be fair, you don't actually miss what you don't have. Hey Savina, what's your favorite ice cream? You have one? Do you have a particularly favorite ice cream? Like if I said, what's your favorite ice cream flavor? Do you have one? I would die without ice cream for 3 years. I can understand that. Fair enough. Cookies and cream. So cookies and cream is a solid answer. You can't. Have you ever made your own cookies and cream ice cream? Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you ever made your own cookies and cream ice cream? Pretty sure my game just DC'd trying to do this world quest. That's why I never do world quests. Because I definitely just DC'd trying to do this world quest. Yeah. What is your favorite ice cream flavor today? I've made ice cream. Okay, how did you make ice cream? One time, okay, so this is some lore. When I was younger, right? You're on Twitch, it's easier than YouTube. Yeah, always. Twitch is like the mainstream. I just dual stream to YouTube because why not? But I'm like always multi, but Twitch is always where I'm at. Yeah. If you didn't know that. Yes. And I have my ads set to like the absolute minimum, but there are still going to be some ads on Twitch. You can't disable them past 3 minutes. You have to have at least 3 minutes of ads on Twitch per hour. Otherwise, you will get like, you basically, you have to have minimum 3 minutes, but that's what they're set to. I want to hang out with people. Like I said, so I was off stream because I had the flu. I was real sick, and that was not fun. I missed stream. So today I was like, I got a few hours. Like I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go out in a few hours, but I was like, I got a little bit, so let me just like hop on real quick and say hi. It's a professional kitchen, and we had ice cream maker, basically cream, milk, sugar, vanilla. All right, listen. So here's what happened to me. I, back in the day, was a wild child. This might surprise you. It might not. But I actually spent quite a bit of time in the psychiatric facilities of the nearby hospital. Actually, I was admitted to the psych ward like 3 times when I was 8, 9, and 10 years old. And I was part of an outpatient program at the hospital. This is some lore. So I dropped out of 3rd grade. And then from like, I was a part of an outpatient program for 3 months. And then I went back to the outpatient program another time. And then I went back again. But at one of the places, the second time, we had like courtyard activities where basically like they would like send us to the courtyard. We would have to exercise or whatever, right? And at one point they had an ice cream maker, but this was some old school ice cream maker. What am I supposed to do with this quest? I immediately don't like whatever this is. In fact, I don't need to. Let's just abandon this quest. So we had to do the thing, but it was a rock salt grinder. So you had a thing of cream in the middle, and you had rock salt on the edge, and you had to crank it. It was a hand cranking ice cream machine. Now, granted, I was a young boy, so I had a fair bit of experience already built up for this hand cranking action. But it really wrecked my shoulder. Like I remember it being so incredibly difficult to maintain the necessary amounts of speed and force to actually make this ice cream. So we all took turns trying to hand crank this machine to make ice cream because we all wanted ice cream. They told us we were going to get ice cream, and then we went out and we were like, yay. And then they were like, but you have to make it. And we were like, no. That is a core memory. I remember this actually. Yeah, yeah. It was a hand cranking ice cream machine. I do not recommend. I think you should just, if you're an adult, just like, don't do that. It was, you know what I mean? Yeah. Back in the day, first of all, I didn't really even use a hand. I was a pioneer in the fish strategy. It is a much better strategy anyways than the hand cranking. You don't want to do that. You want to, it's basically like if you kind of just flop around on your bed like a dead fish, it kind of works. But that's beside the point. These are I've shared too much. If you were going to get ice cream today, Kitty, what ice cream would you get? If you were going to get ice cream today, what type of ice cream would you get? This is my question. Fish sauce ice cream. Is this a legit? You're not even kidding. Where do they have fish sauce ice cream? Yeah, this is real lore, by the way, Savina. People see me today. So here's the thing, right? Where do they have that? The thing is, Savina, everybody, they see who you are today and they make an assumption because fundamentally there are people who don't. We are filtered and we're kind of taught to process what we see in front of us, which is a very dangerous thing because everybody has had some level of transformation. Everybody has had, like, we are not the same people that we were 10 years ago. And you can't actually assume anybody's past by seeing them today. You can see somebody in the throes of a rough time and you could say, wow, they must be a little messed up in the head. But you don't know. They might have been the most sane, the most normal, the most boring person until 6 months ago. And you could see somebody who you're like, wow, this person is so grounded, so well-rounded, so empathetic, so kind. They really have figured stuff out. And they might have had the most wild backstory that you could not even imagine. Like, we just don't know what people have been through. But we are trained to see. Like, if you see somebody who's in shape today, like if you see me, you would be like, wow. It's an easy assumption to say, oh, he must have good genetics, or look at his, look, like, you know what I mean? Like, wow, like he must be really lucky because he's in shape and these muscles are super cool. It's like, bro, I grew up in the hospital. I would trade my genetics for almost any of your genetics in a heartbeat. I was super sick. I was the most sick kid I literally have ever met. I genuinely mean that because I had met other sick kids. Like, I grew up around other sick kids and most of them did not make it. Like, they're not here today. So I know what it's like to grow up in, like, pretty rough environments. Like, it's just different. And, so yeah, my childhood is like, I have these wild stories of just like, oh yeah, like I went through that. People are like, what? Like, yeah, just because I'm here today, like I fought for this. Like, you know what I mean? And that's also a reminder, like, not to take it for granted. It is a genuine reminder sometimes not to take life for granted. Like, all the stuff I have here is bonus time. Like, who I am today and all that. Like, this is amazing that I'm here today. I try not to take that for granted too much. All right, let's fight this 20-minute world boss. Let's do it. At least I try my best. But yeah, in terms of like fitness and health stuff, damn, I was tough. That was a rough time for sure. No, this is gonna take a long time. Rough. We need the reputations. I can't even hit him in here, right? Really helps. So I think that I was lucky because I went through things so early, right? I think it's better because I see a lot of people who are 40, 50, 60 years old, and they're just learning about themselves. Like, they're just learning about themselves. So I don't know if I have the patience for this. I'm not going to lie. Hold up. This guy, he's taking 1% in a minute. Oh, I'm a patient person, kind of. So the thing is, how you don't learn you don't learn a lot of valuable lessons in joyful times. You learn through hardship. But it's when we go through that hardship that we can realize something. And like that's the point of like in my opinion, the point of life is not to be happy. The point of life is to experience, and the most valuable experiences are often the ones we kind of wish we didn't have. But so when I go through things, like when I go through hard things, I'm just like, man, this is going to be great character building. Like, I try to reframe it a little bit, you know, because like otherwise, how do you go through bad things? Like everybody has had bad things happen to them. You know what I mean? Like I got like, you know, I was just like, imagine you're the main character of a story, which is what I did because as a kid, I didn't have any friends or real life role models. So I just basically was like, imagine that you are the main character of your own story. Yeah, like somebody is reading a book and it's your life. How awesome is this chapter going to be? Like that's how I think about it. It's like, oh, it's like, okay, man, this is a hell of a story. This is a good story. I'd read that. But none of the characters I've ever admired had no problems. Do you know what I mean, Savina? Like, I don't know if you have any like role models from life or these characters or whatever, like Doctor Who or this or whatever it is, your favorite show. It's just like, man, everybody I admire has gone through, like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of the characters, I'm like, they went through 500 years of purgatory. And you're like, damn, but it made them kind. And that is awesome. So I think that if we started treating ourselves like the main character of our own story, we would be like, oh, this really, really bad, really, really rough thing is happening. How crazy is it going to be when I get through this in a wholesome way? Like, oh man, that's going to be insane. Nobody, everybody counted me out. Everybody thought there's no way they're getting through this without, you know, destroying themselves. And it's like, whoa, watch me. You know, you can use a little bit of spite. You can use a little bit of that feisty feeling to get through things. How you doing? Pretty good today, actually. I've been watching a lot of like Doctor Who tributes and kind of like reconnecting with life a bit. I'm going out today. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna get some ice cream. I'm gonna chill tomorrow. My friends invited me go-karting, so I haven't seen them in. When was the last time I saw them? Damn, May. Nope. Before then. April? Oh, I'm not good at seeing people. I think I saw them. I think I saw them once. No, I think I saw them in May. What's up, Peter? Listen. Hi, Wolf. I'm not good at seeing friends. Like, I have friends, but I never see them because I don't go outside. I'm actually going to try to change that. I'm trying to be more of, like, a wholesome, healthy, productive person. It is a goal. Like, life is moving forward. I don't really want to be, like, depressed at home forever. I want to be at home most of the time, but I do think it would probably be healthy for me to like try to go out more. So I'm attempting it. And yeah, like the thing is I'm too young to be a hermit and I have zero survival skills in the woods. So like I can't be a proper hermit. Like a proper hermit, you know what I mean? Like they can build their own house out of logs. And it's like I don't know how to do with logs. Like you know, if the log is more than about 8 inches, I get concerned. Like I don't, you know what I mean? Start getting a little anxiety about that. What's up, Wolf? Hey, Wolf, what's your favorite ice cream flavor? Out of curiosity, favorite ice cream flavor, go. Hi there, Alawood. Hey, Ala. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? Do you have one? Do you have a favorite ice cream flavor? Like if you were gonna get ice cream today, Insidious, what type of ice cream would you get? This is my question to you. If you were going to get ice cream, what type of ice cream would you get? Also, can they please remove rep grinds from WoW? I would really appreciate that because this is less than fun. Choco Mint is a solid answer. You can't go wrong with Choco Mint. You can't in any way, shape, or form go wrong with Choco Mint. I do kind of agree with that, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with a Choco Mint. That's a solid answer. A solid answer for sure. All right, okay. So My only thing is, can they please remove rep grind from this? Because I've been doing it every week. I'm 15, almost 15 and a half. But I feel like I'm so far away, man. Boysenberry. Boysenberry. Okay, here, let me tell you. The only time I've ever had boysenberry in my life was IHOP. IHOP had a boysenberry syrup. Is that correct? I'm remembering this right? Right? IHOP. IHOP had one. Boysenberry. I'm not even gonna lie. What in the actual haystack is boysenberry? Is that a real berry? It's a political. Wait, what? How are things in Bangkok? Good. I mean, everything's good. You hear? Someone flavor like a. Oh, it's good. Insidious. I don't really like reading the news because every time I do, I get sad, and so I don't. Everybody says you gotta stay informed, and I'm like, why? Like, I don't really. Everybody's like, you gotta stay informed about what's happening in the world, and I'm like, I will guess right now that it's not good, and then I read the news, and I'm like, oh my god, I was right. It's just like, if, you know, like that's not a pessimistic point of view. It's just you can't, you know, I just don't really trust a lot. I mean, it's like, yeah, well, like what's the benefit? Like, what's the benefit? The benefit is, I suppose, I could have conversations with people that I don't want to talk to. That's like, I guess, you know what I mean. Like, that's one benefit, I suppose. But I thought that doesn't really seem worth it. All right, what's this quest? Unmoored face. Oh, I do face diving. Yeah, I'm not really a news person. I don't really read the news. Boysenberry is a real berry, but it's only in New Zealand. Boysenberry. I'm from Cambodia. Oh, gotcha. Oh, hi, Allah. Hi. Hello. How's it going? Hello there. Hello. Hi, the fellow streamer. What is your favorite ice cream flavor? You were going to get ice cream today. What is your favorite ice cream flavor? This is what I have. I don't think I know you, so I'm happy to make a new friend. What's up? Hello there. What is your favorite ice cream flavor? This is a question I have today. Basically, it's just like a short little hangout stream before I go out for the day. I'm trying to be more social. I am doing my best. Pistachio is a good answer to that question. Pistachio is a good answer to that question. Yup. What class do you play in World of Warcraft? Yep, what class do you play? Pistachio is a solid the pistachio is a good answer to that question. You play tanks? Nice. You got a favorite tank? I am an alcoholic, so I tend to play a little bit of everything. But I'm also really bad at open world content, so I don't have my reputation done. I'm getting there. It's close, kind of. But a really good pistachio ice cream in Portugal. Never been. Pistachio is a good answer, though. Like, that's a solid one. I had a pistachio ice cream when I was younger. It changed my life, honestly. I might change my answer to that, the pistachio ice cream. A good pistachio ice cream certainly gets you. It's also sad to me that some people are not pistachio oriented. They don't really like nuts. And that's fine, but it's also, I feel like you're missing out on the ice cream flavor at least. Pistachio. You went to Portugal. Have you traveled a lot, Woof? You want natural flavor from Sicily. All right, you guys are so hold up. Heelful, what's your favorite ice cream? Now, you're talking natural flavor pistachio from Sicily. I am just happy that I might go out to a mall today. I might go outside to go walk around the mall and get some basic ice cream. No, I'm not going to Sicily. That involves international travel. I am not a traveler. Every time somebody says, you should travel, why? They're like, so you can see things. I'm like, yeah, I get it. But also, I have a VR headset, so I could technically see things in VR too. You gotta try another argument. You gotta try another argument there, because I could just Google it. I'm not a big traveler. Traveling, like, locally, maybe. Like, in Thailand, if I want to travel around a little bit, like, that's acceptable, okay? But traveling internationally is a headache. I'm not a big international travel person. I guess I traveled around like a lot since 2005. I guess things have changed a lot. That's 20 years ago, Wolf. You know that, right? You know that, yeah? 2005 was 20 years ago. Did you? Did you know that? Have you considered that? You had a really nice espresso ice cream in Italy once. All right. So, alabaster. Proper, authentic food from anywhere is amazing. If it's real ice cream, like somebody has custom made this, but I also believe in this. I inherently believe it because I've had different things from different places. And I got to tell you something. What's very interesting about food, I swear you can put love and passion into food. I swear this is a true thing. You can actually put passion and love. Like if you love what you're cooking and you are passionate about it and you have a recipe or whatever, it's not just the ingredients. It's not just the quality of the ingredients. There are some people who just make, with respect, better tasting stuff. I can't explain it, but it is absolutely a thing. It's definitely a thing. You know what I'm talking about? Just something I've observed. How many wastelanders do I have to get here? Over here? Oh, looks like they're over here. Okay, good. Yeah, I swear. Because there are some people who just, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like, and I think that you find a lot more of that in other countries, but it exists everywhere. It exists in America. It exists everywhere you go. In Thailand, for sure. But there are some people who it's just like not necessarily their ingredients are not higher quality. It's just, exactly. It's like grandma's home cooking. Part of it is certainly a nostalgic thing in our brains. Part of it is other stuff, but there is absolutely something to be said about just it's like, I don't know how to explain. There's something about it though. You should try kulfi in India. So I was married to an Indian, and that's also when I learned a lot about recipes and food because I was married for a few years to an Indian person, and they like their family would make things from scratch, and I learned how to make my homemade. Yes, I had kulfi. It's a really interesting. They made it. They made kulfi by themselves, like they made their own version of it. It's good. It's good. Kulfi is like, how do I explain kulfi to people? It's like a type of ice cream, but maybe a type of ice cream. It's like hard to explain a little bit, but I do like it. Yeah, that was really good. There was a bunch of things. I mean, I used to make my own. We would get like a dosa batter and idli batter, and we would make it. Are you Indian? Where are you from? Like, I think that people's heritage and ethnicity can certainly be like, you can have some crazy good recipe from that. You know what I mean? Nope, you're not. Gotcha, gotcha. I dated an Indian lady for a year, and her home cooking was next level. They definitely, I don't know how they do it, man. Oh, the ice cream's 10 out of 10. Thanks, Savino. I appreciate you saying hi. I love to try good food. Nowadays, I'm so limited in what I can try because I'm sick. Like, again, we see people and you make assumptions based on what you see on the surface, but like my insides my insides are basically messed up, unfortunately. Like I have quite a bit of chronic conditions on the inside, you know what I mean? I watched some Japanese animation, and I tried some stuff in real life I shouldn't have tried when I was younger. So now all of a sudden, my intestines don't work properly. But that's unrelated. No, so basically, like I have a genetic thing with my digestion, and I have to be very aware of how I eat. So nowadays, I don't really get to enjoy food the same way that I used to. But there are still some things I like. Anytime I get to try something new, it's pretty cool. You're from Persian, Iran, live in Dubai. Oh, that's cool. I've never been to Dubai. I've heard wild stories about Dubai, but I've never been myself. We set out to do your 13s today and get them done. Got 3K. Congratulations, Hatchet. Congratulations. Were you playing your Guardian? I forgot what you were playing this season. That's a big accomplishment. Nice, nice. So now that you have 3K, the real question is what's next? Now that you have 3K, the real question is what's next? You should come and see Dubai is a city of life. I'm just not a traveler. I just don't like traveling, man. I'm not a traveler. How can I watch the VOD from yesterday? YouTube. YouTube is the... If you want to watch VODs, they're always on YouTube here. VODs are posted straight to YouTube, and they're a better one, though. Here you go. Boom, right there. Yes, I was. Congratulations. How do you feel? Was there any pain points as a guardian that you noticed? What do I have to do this phase diving thing? All right. Phase diving here. Where is this guy? I wonder what, like, for me, I guess the pain points, there's, like, a few polls where I feel like Guardian does not struggle. Like, last area, Arakara is probably one of the big ones. Just doing it to see if I can. I'm normally a PvPer. You got me there. I don't PvP at all. I am very chronically bad at PvP. I am so bad at PvP. It's really, really bad. Not good at that at all. Hatchet, you want to weigh in on this? Do you have a favorite ice cream? Also, I have found that it's faster if I just exit this thing and I just go do it myself. I have found that it's actually faster to do the special assignment if I just do it myself. No, I never really PvP'd in WoW. Ooh, you know when I do stuff like this, I have this thought in my head, right? And it goes, you should play Fellowship. Every time I gotta do world content like this because I have to do it for a rep grind that I don't really care about, but it's 1% player power that I should get because I care about competitive content enough that I want to get this 1% player power, and I'm just sitting here doing this relatively mindless content, I start thinking to myself, I should play Fellowship. Because Fellowship is coming out, and that's just Mythic Plus. I like Mythic Plus. But then I'm like, but I like World of Warcraft. There's no way I'm not going to play World of Warcraft. And I was like, are we sure about that? How certain am I that I would not just play Fellowship? Because this is particularly rough. I don't know. It's like, whenever I have to do stuff like this, or whenever I have to think about the fact, it's like, okay, I chose not to raid this season, but now I have a problem, which is that when Dinars come out, I haven't killed Mythic Lumathar, and I want my Astral Antenna, because that's a good trinket. So it's like, okay, so I'm going to have to pug it, and I'm like, I could probably find a pug once we're all geared, we got more player power, etc. Like, probably not the end of the world, but then it's just like, what a hassle. And if I was playing Fellowship, I wouldn't have to do that. You know? What's the 1% you get? At Renown 18, you can buy the Augment Ruin for 100,000 gold. The Augment Ruin is... I don't use regular Augment Ruin, so... It's the Augment Ruin. And I've used the one from Dragonflight this whole time. Like, if you look at my bags, I use this Dreambound one. You're not pugging Lumathar. I bet you at that point you can. Like, you gotta be able to, right? A Flex Redeem. Okay, here we go. I've been trying to take care of myself, so I've been doing my own physical therapy, like taking care of my shoulders. But it's kind of sad, you know? He's low-key. I feel like he can't be that bad. Like, people are gonna have so much more power. I don't know. Pugging Mythic Raid is always a toss-up, right? Pugging Mythic Raid is always tough. I'm just not really a fan of it either way. What's up, TH? Yo, TH, chocolate chip cookie dough is a very solid answer. Never forget the OG cake batter flavor from Cold Stone. You know what I'm talking about? The original cake batter flavor from Cold Stone is some of the best childhood memory that you'll literally ever have. All right, thank you for coming to say hi. It was nice to meet you. And also, it's cool that you know what kulfi is. That's a badass dessert. Not gonna lie, that's a solid dessert right there. Have a good night. Have a good night. Get some rest. I'll see you around. Do. All right, special assignment done. So 165 reputation. I am now at oh boy. Hi. All right. So Fractalus is easier. Now here's the thing. I'm not going to be pugging Fractalus, although Nether Prism also sounds great. So the problem is I'm probably not doing any of that. Yo, Zoltan, TH, here's a question of today. Bartus Longus, question for you. What's your favorite ice cream? Do you have one? What's your favorite ice cream? If you were going to get ice cream right now, let's imagine you can get any ice cream. What would you get? Where would you get it from? All right. Is there any other reputation things I got to do? Looks like pretty much it. I just complete the phase diving later or whatever. You'd want the hold up, Jesse. You gotta. That's tier 3 sub territory. That's what you're talking. That's tier 3 sub territory. I just mix vanilla and chocolate. You do what now? You just take vanilla ice cream and chocolate ice cream. You just mix it with nothing else. You just mix vanilla and chocolate. Really? Okay. Fair enough. I'm not judging. I'm just curious. Zoltan, Superman ice cream. What is Superman ice cream? Superman ice cream. Hold on. Wait, what's Superman ice cream? Are you talking about the ice cream? You know when you were a kid and the ice cream truck goes around, it's like doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, makes a little music, and then you're out and you're playing outside because we used to play outside before technology was a thing. And then you were like, oh, I'd like to eat SpongeBob's face. And you're like, okay. And that was all very normal. And you would just get like a Spider-Man face or like a SpongeBob face, or you would get a Push Pop, and Push Pops were kind of bis. You know what I'm talking about? Is that what you're talking about? Like the old school, like the ice cream trucks where we would just eat our favorite characters' faces? It's a flavor? Okay. Green, that's a solid answer, actually. I'm a fan of that. Superman flavor. All right, let's Google it. I'm curious. Superman ice cream. All right, what is this? Superman ice cream. Yeah? So, Superman ice cream is a 3-flavored ice cream that usually appears in red, blue, and yellow. Okay. What is the flavor, though? Oh. It looks... Okay, it looks cool, but what's the flavor? Midwestern U.S. Legendary Superman ice cream. Well, I want to see the flavor. My favorite ice cream flavor is blue. I mean, is that a wrong answer? All right, hold on. I think I've done all the rep stuff I got to do here. Is by Ben and Jerry. Aight. Actually, my favorite flavor is blue. Blue Moon is also good. What's Blue Moon? Blue Moon. Isn't that a cocktail? Fish food? What? Crim, hold up. Crim, I'm going to need you to back up about 5 steps. All right, take 5 steps back. What do you mean your favorite ice cream is fish food by Ben and Jerry? Is this a real thing? No. No. What is this? Fish food ice cream. Why is this a real thing? What is this? Fish food ice cream by Ben & Jerry's is a delightful blend of chocolate ice cream with gooey marshmallow swirls, caramel swirls, and fudge fish. Why'd they call it fish food? Well, hold on. Wait a second. It's all my favorite ice cream Midwestern thing. Apparently, Zoltan. Are you from the Midwest in the U.S.? Wait, Zoltan, where are you from? If not there. Wait, hold on. Yeah. Have you ever had fish before? Like not eat fish. Have you ever owned fish, like a little aquarium? Their food ain't good. It don't smell nice. It's bad. You know? Michigan. Oh, okay. So you're from that area, though. It appears this week I got myself a double dunker ice cream. Hey, why do they keep calling ice cream flavors so weird? There's nothing wrong. Like what Green said, exactly. You just melt vanilla, put some chocolate syrup in there. It's amazing. Melt vanilla, right? Or coffee ice cream. Coffee ice cream is also solid. Like a strong coffee ice cream is really good. There's no problem there. What's up, Mr. Joa Druid? Joa, we're talking about favorite ice creams. You got one? Joa Druid. What's your favorite ice cream? Surely orange sherbet. Is it? Oh boy. Sherbet. Isn't it sherbet? What if I'm not so sure? Am I questionable, Bert, then? Am I... What's the thing here? I might do one dungeon just to farm up some crests. I don't want to do anything too hard, though. I feel like affogato needs to be mentioned in this conversation. A good lemon. A good lemon is salt. Pistachio has been mentioned. I feel like pistachio actually deserves a lot of honorable mentions here. Pistachio is very solid. Probably one with Chunky Monkey. Bro, why do they call ice cream Chunky Monkey? Why Chunky Monkey, fish food, this, that, whatever? What the hell? Why did they call it that? Yo. Well, why are they calling it that? Should I go like a double FC build here? I don't know. We can play like a double FC build and see if we do more damage, I suppose. Oh, here we go. Rocky Road. Rocky Road's solid. Yeah, I can't go wrong with Rocky Road or anything like that. Like, that's fine, right? Um, yeah, fair enough. I think a lemon, like a solid, like a really, but lemon is one of those things where it has to be a good lemon flavor, because otherwise bad lemon flavors are rough. I has to be a good lemon flavor. You went to Croatia. After dinner, we went past a place that sold ice cream, had a lemon, and that shit was so insane. Croatia, interesting. Okay, well, we have a very, oh, let me read this. You said, Bardis says, you have a very small cafe near you. Quality is very, very good. If they would have everything I want right now, I would choose 3 scoops. Lemon, salty caramel with cookies, after 8. What is after 8? Wait, I'm remembering something right now. I'm unlocking a memory. What is after 8? Yeah? Okay. After 8 is a specific thing. What is after 8? I'm Googling it right now. It's mint chocolate, right? Yeah. I'm remembering this. Hold up. I'm remembering this right now. I'm getting this. Oh, I haven't mint chocolate after 8. Yeah. Hold up. Create a Bluebell in Bluebell tin roof. Oh, okay, solid. Also, salted caramel, when done correctly, is absolutely this. Can't go wrong with salted caramel, 100%. Hi. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Bad lemon flavor just tastes like dish soap. Correct. Yes, that is the problem. You can't have bad lemon flavor. Bluebell tin roof. Am I just out of the loop? All right, let me Google this. Hold up. Bluebell tin roof. Tin Roof is a popular ice cream flavor from Bluebell that features vanilla ice cream with chocolate sundae sauce and roasted peanuts dipped in dark chocolate. I mean, that's solid. That's just... Wait, why can't they just call it vanilla with... It's 8 a.m. here and I have to get ice cream. Where are you from, Bardis? 8 a.m. That's EU timing, I guess. So think about the fish sauce ice cream. All right, listen. Here, I'm going to put this up real quick, though. 1 minute. For 1 minute. I have a question. So... I'm going to make this a goal. We hit the Partner Plus. That was very cool. Germany. Gotcha. We hit the Partner Plus. Now, people have told me, they've been asking. I mentioned that I would do an in real life Thai stream where I go around and I eat maybe some things like fish ice cream, right? But I can't eat them because I'm allergic and I have certain genetic problems. But you know who can eat them? Kitty. Kitty can eat them. So if I take Kitty around, we'll do like a mukbang stream where basically Kitty eats all the food, but we gotta raise money for it. So here's my thing. I'm gonna make this a thing, right? Listen, I'm gonna make this a thing. From this point, we're gonna put the funds. We're gonna put a goal basically. I think we need. Kitty, how much can you eat actually? If we were gonna do a proper stream like this, right? We will make it a communicative stream goal. We gotta raise I think it's gotta be like $100 basically. Total. That's what? How many subs is that? That's if I take $1 from every sub, it would be effectively 100. So when that hits 100 in any way, shape, or form, I will do an in real life Thai stream where we go outside and Kitty just eats everything. You know what I mean? That'll be the plan. How about that? That seems like a good plan. I feel like she would have fun with that. How about that? So it's going to be a long-term goal. We're not going to hit that very fast, but I'm just saying I feel like that could be a part of stream for sure. And that's because you know what I mean? Ice cream eating basically. So I can have ice cream. I would eat ice cream for sure. But yeah. So I just have certain digestive things. I can't eat outside. I haven't eaten at a restaurant in over 2 years. I just never eat outside. I cook everything myself because I'm scared. That being said, Kitty does not have those restrictions. She could literally eat a grasshopper off the side of the road and be like, crunchy. And she'd be absolutely fine. Thai people have the genetic build. They are so insanely tough. They're so amazingly wonderful. Thai people are crazy. In terms of just their ability to digest food, is this wild. I don't know how they do it. Deep fried. This is what I'm talking about. All right, hold up. We gotta pin this somehow, right? Here, $1 from every sub goes goes to, in real life, Kitty Thai Mukbang Stream Fund. Boom. I'm pinning that. It's a real thing. So I hope you know that I'm being legit about this. I hope you know I'm being legit about this. All right, ready? I'm playing, by the way. I'm going to play this, by the way. I'm super sick. Thank you. Do you have Walmart where you're at? No, we don't have Walmart. We got better. Get ready for crying out loud. Wait. I'm ready. I'm sorry. Hi, I'm a heroes. I'm a heroes. You got a favorite ice cream? Bluebell, you're saying? I've never heard of Bluebell because I haven't been back to America in a long time. I'm ready, ready. I'm playing a double FC build. Let's do some damage this key. Like, let's blast. Let's do some damage, though. We have macro instead of Walmart. Yeah, it's better. To be fair, the funny thing about this build is even though it's a 15, you know, technically speaking, I am at risk of perishing. You can perish on this build. Like, if you're playing it this way, technically speaking, you can accidentally drop an iron for it when you're not supposed to and stuff. Yeah, I'm being legit, though. I will do this. Like, we will all hang out and basically just watch Kitty eat all the food. I mean that, too. She'll do it. Yep. It'll be a proper thing, though. You in the Philippines, right? No. Thailand. Ready? All right, we're about to pop off. Massive damage. Let's go. Technically speaking, this build does more damage than my normal build. But it also depends, like, how long these pulls last, whether or not I get to pad, if we have other padders, etc. We have no shaman buff. I do have a monk buff, which is kind of nice. But let's see. I want to see I'm curious to know what I end with if I play an actual double FC build, right? And I basically, like, I'm just going to blast. It's a quick 15. We're just getting some stuff. I gotta farm out the crest. I'm not good at crest farming because I don't really like monotonous content. Monotonous content for me is when I have the risk of actually perishing. So, like, I don't have the risk. Like, basically, like, almost no matter what I do. Like, there's no way I die from here. You know what I mean? You have a Evoker buff? Well, my Evoker's blasting. It's a good pull for him, to be fair. My Subtlety Rogue, he's doing his best. He's doing his best. He's doing his very, very best. Yeah. I've never actually been to the Philippines. I've heard good things about it, but I have personally never been to the Philippines. I only know Thailand. In terms of Southeast Asian countries, I basically only know Thailand. I've been to Laos a few times. I've been to Vietnam. I've been to a few things, but you know what I mean? Favorite frozen fruit juice where you can lick and... Oh, hold up. Wait a second. Hold up. I'm a heroes. I'm not going to lie. Can I be honest with you? I'm surprised that didn't get flagged. Like, I'm surprised your comment didn't get auto-modded because maybe I'm just cooked. Maybe I've just been on Twitch for too long. Maybe I've been on the internet for too long. But I read that, and I was like, yeah, this is not going to go where I thought it was going to go. Or rather, it was going to go exactly where I thought it was going to go, but somehow it didn't. So congratulations for being a wholesome person, I suppose. All right, frozen fruit juice popsicles where you can lick and suck out of the package the drip down juices. Yeah, that's just a tough sentence to read on stream. That's a tough one to read on stream for sure. Hey Kato, have you ever had a frozen fruit juice popsicle where you can lick and suck the package, the juices that drip down in the package? Ever had that before? No? If I high roll procs on this FC, I'm going to blast this boss so hard. I'm interested in that. I think I'll find myself experience, potentially, yeah. But your experience might not work because hopefully your experience doesn't carry over because this is a very cold thing. This is a different... hopefully you're not used to things being this cold because that would be a whole different problem that you might run into. Yeah, this is a whole different thing. Whole different thing. Okay, so my favorite ice cream is definitely the thing that holds the most value in my heart, right? In my heart of hearts, the original cake batter flavor from Cold Stone. The original cake batter flavor. It just doesn't get any more nostalgic, any more amazing. It's just It's the best. I can't have it anymore because, as far as I know, it does actually have gluten in it. But it's got to be like when I think of ice cream and I think of my childhood, I think of that. I also think of there was one pistachio ice cream that was very good back in the day. There was also one pistachio ice cream like way back in the day. I distinctly remember that being kind of a foundational ice cream. Like I always wanted that ice cream in particular. But effectively, I don't want to say I'm a basic vanilla bitch, but I'm kind of like I just like a chocolate sundae, you know? Yeah, that as a kid. Yeah, exactly. So it's basically whatever you had as a kid is obviously the best flavor. Like that's just how it is. I don't make the rules. It's definitely just the best. You know what I mean? I saw. Hold up. Wait a second. Cato. Hold up, Cato. Yes. You better be. Am I being weird about that, or are you being weird about that? I can't tell. At this point, I can't tell. Remember, I was on the dating show the other day, right? And the dating show reminded me that I have spent way too much of my life on the internet. Because once again, there were questions that stunned and appalled my guest. So the partner that I was on the dating show with, I never met them, right? But they were clearly appalled by some of the questions. I will never. One of the questions we had to ask each other was, "Would you suck my toes in public?" And I'm just like, "All right, look. The answer to that is what I could handle this question." And she was like super shy. She was like, "Oh my god, like I can't believe you're talking about sucking toes." I'm like, "Bro, you just haven't been on the internet enough." Like this is clearly an inexperienced internet take, because if you've been on the internet for any amount of time in your life, you would know that's pretty tame. Like, that's not that bad. People say wild stuff. You know what I mean? Like I deal with cattle night here all the time. So I feel like that's a normal question. That's not even a weird question. Because those beans are mine. Hi, Alexia. Alexia, you got a favorite ice cream flavor? Let's go back to the ice cream flavors. All right, listen. Do you have a favorite ice cream flavor? Also, fun fact, did you know that you can tag those gorgers right there without actually pulling the sentinel? And they already start at 50% health, and they give max value. So we outrange the first frontal as we gather this. Hopefully people let me get aggro. And then also I'm not going to die, because my incarn is a little bit behind here. So I'm just going to make sure that I live this pull, and then we'll go. Boom. Big damn, big damn, big damn. Vanilla ice cream. Honestly, T-Muck, you can't go wrong with vanilla ice cream. Like, it's a solid answer to that question, yeah? It's a very solid answer. You can't go wrong with vanilla ice cream. Also, keep in mind, this is me almost dying through Incarn with this build. Just because I can't actually maintain, like, I'm not maintaining full stacks of iron for, hold up. This build is a cook. Like, I think it does more damage for sure, but I know a lot of people are running this, and I can tell you I feel significantly squishier running this build. Like, quite a bit. Like, my cape just procced. Like, I will actually perish on some of these pulls. What's up, G-Dub? And public asks so many other questions at the same time. Like, I just feel like it's more of a private activity. You can't really give the person your all. You're going to be distracted. I'm just a very sensory aware person, I suppose. But I feel like adaptive. Like, you know, in that sense, I don't want to be unpresent. I feel like if you're with a romantic partner, you're going to want to be as present as you can be. I just think that that's important, you know? Need the sentinel. And then I need to keep things in that lunar beam because I had 6 stacks of a tier set. Then I see, like, this pull here, I'm going to be a little bit behind with defensive usage. So I can bark skin in a second, but I'm still going to take that big hit first. And I'll let my healer heal me. He should be able to. Yeah, we're fine. This build, man, like, it does damage, okay? What if I was a platonic partner? I don't know. Maybe I'd have to consider it then. I'm still wondering, like, if I'm gonna get ice cream today. I feel like I don't know. I don't want to be, like, too basic about this, but I swear I'm just gonna get a McDonald's sundae. I'm a repetitive person. There are people who aren't. I am. I'm a very straight up repetitive guy. Like, If I like something, I like something. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's how I am. That's how I am. I just like, if I know I like the ice cream, I don't want to chance it. Because if I'm going to have ice cream, I want to know that I'm going to like it, instead of chancing it on a new flavor. Also, there's the idea of allergens. So for me personally, it's like McDonald's Sundae ice cream or a Swenson's like chocolate chip. Chocolate chip is amazing. Thin Mint's amazing. But I just feel like there's no point. Like, I'm okay doing that. I know some people are not. But personally speaking, I'm super okay with just enjoying the same flavor. If that's the one I like, then that's the one I like. I don't ask questions. I eat the ice cream first. I ask questions later. Get gelato instead. I don't really think they have a lot of gelatos here. Also adaptive. What if you're an exhibitionist? So here's the problem being an exhibitionist. You can't be a tank player and an exhibitionist at the same time. And let me explain to you why. Because the number one rule of tanking is very simple. The number one rule of tanking is never be naked. You can't be naked. It's the golden rule of tanking, actually. Because if you are ever without a defensive, you're probably going to die. And so, actually, as a tank player, you can just filter people out. Like, if you're looking for other people who might enjoy a bit of freedom, then you can't be a tank player. They're not going to be a tank player. Like, that's the rule of tanking. You have to be aware of that pretty much at all times, actually. This next one, we burn SI. Help the healer out. Does a healer main say? You never know. Like, that's, you get that, you have to start asking people. Yep, you have to start asking people in that sense. But basically, yeah, this is the rule of tanking. Like, if you want to know how to play Prot Pally, the Prot Pally is this. Prot Pally, the rule of Prot Pally is you can never be naked. That is the rule. Like, you have to understand, have a plan, and have a defensive at all times. I am so rage-starved right now because of Blood Frenzy. Like, dropping that, I actually couldn't hit that ability that I needed. Like, that's the type of thing where I'm just like, yeah, I don't like this build that I'm playing right now. Like, let me look at my overall damage, by the way. So, clearly, I'm blasting. Like, I know I'm blasting, but I'm not blasting that much harder than I would be blasting if I wasn't playing this build. Like, it's good, but it's not, like, that much better than the other build, which is giga tanky, like, way tankier than this, etc. So, I'm not a believer in this Guardian Druid build, personally, though. Any challenges in hardcore? See, the thing is adaptive. If you're hardcore, then it's a totally different conversation. Yeah, it is a totally different conversation if you're, you know what I mean? We're talking, let's say that your favorite ice cream flavor is vanilla, which there's nothing wrong with, once again, nothing wrong with that. Tank to 14 eco without pants on the warrior by accident. I don't feel like that's an accidental decision. I feel like that's a purposeful decision. I feel like if you're playing your World of Warcraft character without pants, I feel like it's somewhere along the line you made that choice. Yeah, like if you're playing a World, you gotta have made, that's like an intentional decision. I don't buy that you could do that accidentally, to be honest. I don't know if I buy that. Like, really? I feel like, yeah, if you have dropped Los Pantalones, then you probably made at some point a decision to drop it intentionally. You can make it into anything. I appreciate your also willingness to experiment and be flexible, adaptive. Because flexibility when it comes to culinary delights is everything. Have you ever seen Shokugeki no Soma or Food Wars? You know, that's a good example. You want to be as flexible as possible. Because if you can't arch your back the way that you're supposed to when you eat food, then it's going to mess up the whole experience. You know what I mean? Then I feel like you're messing up the experience. If I really wanted to pad my overall, I would go pull a pack into this right now, but that would be troll because I think they actually need this for IO. Nope, you can still flip-flop the spear. They have not done that, by the way. The best show? I still feel like Brooklyn Nine-Nine has to be in contention for actual best show. Maybe that. Like, Doctor Who is a classic, but Brooklyn Nine-Nine is probably the best actual show. Yeah, that's still a good tech, by the way. You kind of completely avoid the stacking spears, indeed. Brooklyn Nine-Nine was fun. It's like a show I could rewatch that show 10 times. Nuh-uh. All right. Kitty, where is the fish food ice cream? Fish sauce ice cream, man. That's just so wild to me. Where is that located? Like, where do you obtain this ice cream? You can avoid the spear. So when you get hit here, if you cross over into the other person's spear, you don't take extra stacks. So this spear stacks, it goes to 2, but you can see how it's maintaining 1 stack, which is much easier to heal. You know what I mean? Was Westworld or The Witcher? I'm not going to lie to you. I was kind of disappointed by The Witcher. I mean, I liked Henry Cavill. Like, The Witcher, you know, just the... Like, that part was fine. That's basically The Witcher. But the actual show itself was kind of meh. But aside from just the... Like, that was a good part. But everything else was kind of... That's just... I didn't really like The Witcher that much. Yeah, it's basically... The reason you watch that show is... And the occasional... Fuck. That's basically what it was. Like, that's what The Witcher was. Like, everybody was watching the same thing, right? Like, that's not just me, I don't think. Look, watch this. Watch this communication that's about to happen here, because this is how you do this. Ready? Wait. We should do this poll here, actually. Come here. We should do this poll. This is going to be an easier poll to ensure a timer. I'll just send the incarn here and combat pot and stuff. We should do this poll first, and then we'll go to the other one after. Yeah, so you can avoid it with AMS. If you have AMS because DKs are still broken in this game, if you have AMS, then you can do that. We'll do this corner pull to ensure percentage, and then we'll make the end easy. I still think that these mobs, if you do need percentage and I don't pull on boss or anything like that, you should just take this because this is way better than the end percentage. People who pull pack speakers in this, oof. Does cloak work for rogue? Beforehand, I don't know. You don't really see a lot of rogues, actually. I feel like rogues are weirdly for how good they are right now, rogues are kind of underrepresented in keys. They're like, they don't have a lightning bolt scar on their forehead, but it's not, I just don't see them ever. They're like super underrepresented. Yeah, that was a good pull there, because now we can just do this here. It's fine. Needs the right comp. I mean, I don't like that argument. Needs the right comp, you know what I mean? I never really liked the needs the right comp argument, because if it needs the right comp, then it's probably not that good. I got stuck. So what we'll do is we'll pull this. I'll take that 1 bolt to the face. That is a big pat right there. So I'm going to go pull these 2. And then I'm going to grab this other one there. I won't sync them. Now, this is a pull where, because of the build I'm choosing to play, I could die. Like, I literally will actually die here. I'm just going to watch out for these gloom bites. I'll take this with SI. And then after SI, though, I'm in trouble. Because I'm not back to my incarn yet. Because Blood Frenzy. If I had Blood Frenzy, I would already be back to incarn. So I have to kind of kite this around a little wildly. I can Vortex Typhoon. But if I don't have Bark Skin up for this, I'm going to die. So I can do this now, but I'm going to lose damage because I can't actually stay in the pool, right? I can incarn now, and then I'll be fine. But I'm not like I'm not super sold that this pull is the way. That this build that I'm playing. Yeah, it gets a 15, so it's fine either way. But like if this was an 18, I'm so squishy. Like squishier than I normally am, at least. So I'm squishier than I normally am. I don't feel like I'm doing that much more damage. To clarify, I am doing a lot of damage, but I'm not doing that much more damage. Just some more damage, you know? Good pull. Come this way, so you just walk left. This is super easy. You just ping to your team where you're going. Make sure everybody knows you're doing this. And then you fight this pack up here. This is very critical, because if you fight it down there, somebody's going to butt pull when they're not supposed to. You can vortex them all together. Lunar beam in a second. Cool. Cool. Go in for this kick here. Watch the gloom bites. Because, once again, I am between defensives. So if I get gloom bit, I'm a perish. Even in a 15. If I get gloom bit, there's the gloom bite. Proc my cloak. Is a scary thing when you play this guardian. Is this really worth it? For how much more damage? For how much more damage? Like, I'm trading functionally, I don't care what people say on the sims. You can't sim tanking properly. Because, like, in practice, you don't need even mitigation throughout a key. So if somebody says, well, you take the same damage regardless if you play this talent. I hate that argument because you need mitigation when you need mitigation. And I don't like the idea that, like, you can sim tanks and healers properly. I don't think you can. I will say that I am more stressed this dungeon that I would be if I wasn't playing this, you know? Yosho the whole time? That's because I'm a Guardian Druid. It's absolutely fine. It doesn't matter. As a Guardian Druid, you can do that. Because I'm being lazy. I'm thinking about ice cream, Matteo. Matteo, do you like ice cream? Are you an ice cream enjoyer? I like ice cream. So the reason I do that is because I'm thinking about ice cream. I'm not really thinking about the game. I'm just farming out some crests. Because I can go like this. Like, I can just tank like whatever, right? I can pull this 3-pack in if I want to. I'm just chilling. You don't like ice cream? What do you mean you don't like ice cream? Hold up. You're trying to tell me about my life and you don't like ice. Why don't you like ice cream? That's a respectable take. I understand that some people, it's not for them. But also at the same time, what do you... Yeah, the gasp you just gusp. Well, some people... Noob said he hasn't had ice cream in a long time, but that's because he's sensitive to sugar. And that's fair enough. Because, like, if you had to tell me you can either have sugar-free ice cream or you can... never, like, you can either never have ice cream or you can only have sugar-free ice cream. And I understand, like, I respect the maybe we just don't have ice cream take. Because if you're going to only be able to have sugar-free ice cream, that's sad, right? So maybe it's a cook, actually, that you just don't have it. Mint chocolate chip with hot fudge or... I mean, amazing. Amazing choice, Basket Weaver. You can't go wrong with this. Like hot fudge in particular, right? Do you want some cream cheese? Yes. Yes. I would like some cream cheese. Thank you. There are some things in this world that are just good. Ice cream's probably one of them, though. Oh, interesting. All right, Bluebell. Okay, you're the second person who's mentioned Bluebell. Apparently, Bluebell is just a Midwestern U.S. thing, though, Basket. Did you know that? Like, I've never heard of Bluebell. Somebody mentioned tin can Bluebell or something like that, right? But it's pretty hard to make taste good. So I kind of am a believer that if you have to imitate something, sometimes it's better just to not have the thing. I am an actual believer that if you have to mimic, like if you have to have sugar-free ice cream, it's kind of better to maybe just not have ice cream. Like, maybe it is better just to let your taste buds adapt to no ice cream in that sense. You know what I mean? Like, there's a world where I kind of think that's true. Funnel, boss. I'm going to pull Giga Funnel on boss. You ready for this? I'm going to go get it right now so we don't drop combat. This is going to be the biggest funnel you ever done see. Although, actually, I can get all 3 of these creepers. We don't need this for a percentage because the route that I did, I got more percentage anyways. But why not? It's more overall damage. This is all on boss. You just take all these mobs here. Actually, like, I overpulled this dungeon because I was being super lazy. Matteo, can I tell you something I've learned about World of Warcraft tanking? Let me tell you something I've learned about World of Warcraft tanking. People overcomplicate it a lot. Actually, tanking is not that stressful. Especially if you're playing Guardian. If I was playing my Warrior, I would have to maybe not take as many back shots. But at the same time, it still wouldn't be stressful. As long as I don't double up this Gloom Bite, which did just happen. But it's like, tanking is actually really chill. And I kind of wish that I could help people learn this because people get so terrified of tanking, right? Like, people are like, it's like one of the biggest things. Everybody says, oh, I'm so scared. Like, tank anxiety is very real. If I mess up, my team is dead, etc., etc. Like, if I take those triple Gloom Bites, but it's not that bad. And I feel like if more people were chill with tanking, then people would have a better time in the game for sure. Like, I think if it was more accessible, everybody would be happy if there was more tanks, right? So I think that I do wish that it was more accessible. Did you know that your soul is already always on the same spot here? If you didn't know that, it's good tech. Oh, God, as what I said about the Bluebell. Oh, it's a Midwestern thing, because I've never heard of it before, but you're the second person who's mentioned Bluebell. Somebody mentioned tin can Bluebell or something like that. Also, I didn't know this before today. But ice cream apparently has the weirdest names. Like somebody mentioned fish food from Ben and Jerry's. Like that was their favorite, right? One S tier ice cream is tar flavored. Wait, I'm sorry, what? Wait. Ta- wait, T-Muck. Back, I'm gonna need you to take 7 steps back right now. I'm gonna need you to take 7 steps back. Did you say tar flavored ice cream? Tar flavored? Like actual tar? What are you a dinosaur? Wait. It's like a smoky caramel. It's not that weird. It's like a super smoky flavor. Normally, if something is smoking that much, you run. That's when you leave the house. I don't think that's good. Sounds like licorice. Yeah, but licorice by itself is not that good. Licorice flavor is, I mean, it's an acquired thing. I guess some people like it. Love licorice. Yeah, but you're weird. like, but you're just weird. That's okay. I'm weird too when it comes to food, I suppose. Licorice is, you're not. All right, who here likes licorice? Adaptive is a fan of licorice. Understood. Adaptive's a fan of licorice. Who else likes licorice? There's nothing wrong with that. Like, we are currently raising funds for you to go on an eating spree around Thailand. That's the whole point. I will take $1 from every sub from this point on stream. It doesn't matter how long it takes. If it takes a month, it takes a month. $1 from every sub from this point goes to you. I'm gonna take Kitty around Thailand, and we're gonna stream it. Like, it'll be an in real life Thai stream, and Kitty will eat everything. But basically, like, that'll cost money. So I will raise, like, whenever stream, it doesn't matter. There's no rush on this. We're not in a rush. But basically, if you would like to contribute to Kitty's mukbang stream funds, at this point, I will currently raise money from stream so that Kitty can go around and eat good food in Thailand. Like, we'll stream it, we'll hang out, and I can't do it. So she has volunteered as tribute, as a sacrificial lamb. She will eat everything. Like, whatever, basically, like, you guys will fund her mukbang adventure. It's not quite the bang that she thought she would had, but it is what it is. In the UK, they have star anise. Oh, that's also one of those flavors, like licorice. Yeah, I've heard that before. All right, easy key. All right, what was my overall damage, by the way? I felt so squishy. I was hard distracted on the stream. Ooh, an avoidance ring. Interesting. I have 2 hero rings. That's an avoidance ring? Ooh, I'll play that. I want a leech ring so bad. I want to get leech rings. That would be amazing. Leech rings. Jeez. Those. It's a spice, though. It's crucial for making good pho. I don't like pho because pho is too close to soup. Soap is way too close to soup. I don't like soup. Soup is not my thing. Still low-key salty. My mom always dressed me as a peasant for Victorian Day. GG's. Soup is incredibly overrated. 100%. All right, so hold up, Basket. You said, are you from the Midwest? You said, are you from the Midwest? Because you mentioned Bluebell, and you're the second person who's mentioned Bluebell. The South, gotcha. Soup is good, stew is better. All right, listen. If I was alive 500 years ago and I was worried about potential infection from food, I understand the value of soup. All right? Fair enough. I understand the value of soup. However, but I'm not alive 500 years, and I don't have to worry about that. I know my food's going to be fine. I don't want to have to boil my food for risk of parasite. It's just hot water. It doesn't have a place in the big 2025. I agree with that. You have Bluebell on the East Coast too. Avastra, where are you from? Because you've mentioned 2 different Vietnamese things. Are you Vietnamese? I've been to Vietnam before. And I just like the coffee was really good. But the coffee in Thailand's better. Your DC? Oh, okay, got it. So you're not Vietnamese at all. Soup is feeding for the soul. If your soul is screaming and maybe needs redemption in the has-been hotel, sure. But if you lived a productive life, then you would not need this cleansing. Stew is better, but even then it's a last resort. Again, I'll explain it to you like this. Imagine I told you that I was going to make you a steak. Pretty nice. I'm going to make you a steak, right? Long past that, then I guess soup, there's no point in even having the soup then. That's okay. I have Instagram. I was scrolling Instagram last night, and 5 times in a row, I literally liked one reel. I liked it, and I was like, yeah, I'm not making it up there. And then the second thing, I went again, I liked the next one. I was like, yeah, I'm not making it up there. And then the third one, and I was like, oh yeah, I can never open this in public. And then the fourth one, and I was like, oh boy. What is mitigation? Mitigation means if the enemy is going to hit me for 100, my mitigation is how much I reduce that hit. So if they hit me for 100, but I have 50% mitigation, then they hit me for 50. Right? So mitigation, for example, bark skin is a 40% mitigation. When they talk about tank mitigation, that's what they're talking about. It's just a big English word that says damage reduction. Yep, you're welcome. How is Transylvania treating you, Mr. Rainbow Pew Pew? What's your favorite ice cream? Do you have a favorite ice cream flavor, Mr. Rainbow? Do you have any weird ice cream flavors there that we don't have here? Ziv, I placed all the bricks. I know I placed all the bricks. That's why I know I'm not making it up there. That's why I'm trying to make friends now. That's why I'm like, people are like, oh, that brings you closer to the devil. I'm like, fantastic, because if we're on speaking terms now, it'll make me life a lot easier later on. You know what I mean, Ziv? Personal opinion. I think people misplay life all the time. I think people are like, oh, we must get salvation. It's like, You're going outside today? Yeah, I'm going outside today. This is like a hangout stream. I don't like not streaming. I'm not going to stream very long. This is a very short stream. Never underestimate a homemade soup if you're on a budget. I live in Thailand. You can get like a pound of chicken for $1 here, and eggs are really cheap. If you're ever on a budget, you can just eat chicken and eggs in Thailand. Fair enough, though, Dimitri. Dude, homework tanking is overwhelming. I think if there's one thing I could do for the WoW community, it would be make tanking less overwhelming, to be honest. Yeah, T-Muck, I'm going out. I am going out. T-Muck, tar-flavored ice cream? I want to Google this. T-Muck says tar-flavored ice cream. Tar-flavored ice cream. Hey, Ziv, you ever had tar-flavored ice cream? Fruits like fresh covered and chocolate magnum covered. So you have like chocolate covered fruits. Apparently it's from Finland. So the T-Muck is Finnish. I do know that. Right? I'm rolling a druid just for being a bear tank and just conflicted of which bear form I like better. So there's a glyph you can get that randomizes your bear form every time you go into this. Really good ice cream here is a golden... I'm sorry, a what now, Ziv? It's a... Ziv, I feel like you might need to shower after that. Okay. Am I Googling this? All right, hold up. Why are you agreeing with him? All right, fine. I'm gonna Google this, and I blame you. If I'm gonna Google it, and if this doesn't come up with what I want it to come up with, I blame you. I'm not doing it on stream, just in case. Golden. Hold up. This is a real thing. Golden gay time. It's just... Wait, what is it? Oh, it's one of these. Oh, I've had so many golden gay times in my life. When I was a child, I loved golden gay time. But I like the strawberry one. But I like the strawberry one. It's like a soft coating on the outside. I've been watching your stream for the last couple of days, and your humor always cracks me up. I'm glad you like my humor, because the thing about my humor, Brady, is that I can't filter it that much. And so it gets me into trouble a lot, because so here's what I've realized. You got to think about it like this. It's good for stream, it's bad for family dinners. You know what I mean? So, ooh, it's landed me in some awkward situations because I just can't help myself. I, it's sarcastic and ironic for sure. But I like, cause like the way, cause I actually, but I understand my humor. I've taken some time to think about it, and like my humor, it works like this. So, I look at the world. I see everything that people take so seriously. Like I can clearly see. What do you have on your right shoulder? Oh, it's like a little bit of cream. Cause I've been stressed and I had the flu, and for some reason when I had the flu, I had some acne that I broke out in, like a few spots. So it's just like it's like there was like 1 or 2 spots here. I just put a little. It's like pseudo cream. It's like a white stuff you just put on. Ziv knows all about this. Ziv knows way more about this than I do. That's why he lost threat on it. He was tanking for me yesterday, Mr. Rainbow, but he lost threat because he was too busy covering himself in the skincare and eating this ice cream. All right, so we did that. So how many crests do I still need, by the way? Good for you. Thank you. I'm going outside today, too. Local orchestra is doing some gaming-themed concert. That's pretty cool. No time for threat buns. Yeah, you got to make the skin shiny. And there is a way to do that, Ziv. It has to do with, well, All right, so 23 out of, I still need 100 more gilded crests. So basically, you take these 23 and you make a ring. Oh, I'll craft a ring next, and that'll be a small upgrade. There's a real world where avoidance is worth it, What's 1,500 avoidance? It's just straight up 3% mid. That's not bad. Like 3%? 3% is 3%. There's a lot of things that do damage and you want avoidance for, though. A meeting? Gotta go. Good luck, Team Look. Thank you for telling me about your tar-flavored ice cream. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's it. I just wanted to hang out. Hi, Oren. No, I was just gonna pop in and hang out. This is a very short stream. I just wanted to do something real fast. I'm just gonna do this is a little short stream. If you are interested, there's the Discord. I'll be back tomorrow, and I will. Are you tanking, Ziv, or are you DPSing at that level? Yo, hey Ziv, if you get Resilient 17, let me know, cause I am curious. You know what I mean? Pinto be. Hold up, wait a second. All right, I was about to end stream. I take it back. Grimy, I'm gonna need you to take 9 steps back. With respect, what the is a pinto bean popsicle? What did you just say to me? I'm Googling it. What is this? Pinto bean popsicle. What? Really? Okay, no, I'm not. I'm with you. I'm gonna Google it. It's a pinto bean popsicle. What am I looking at right now? So it's a red bean. Pinto bean is like the sweet red bean? Is that what it is? Got a 17 ED. Oh, yeah. I do want that. Sure. Invite. Okay, well, hold on, wait. 17, sure, invite. I do want that, actually. There's a 17 Eco Dome, he says. I've got an avoidance macro I've had since TBC. What's this? Oh, I like a 17 Eco Dome. That's a very easy 17. We can get that pretty easy, actually. Okay, cool. So let's make sure that I go back here. And let's compare, by the way. So in that last key, I did 4.9 mil overall for Eco Dome. That's not bad. That's not bad. However, I could do better than that. Okay, we're going to have to lock in for this key, though. This is actually IO. I've been trying to find a 17 Eco Dome for a while. It's a very easy key, to be honest. Solid. Let's do it. This will be a nice little bit of IO then. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. I was going to just pop in today, say hello, but then I was like, ooh, IO? IO? Hi, Hession. How's it going? Hession, what's your favorite ice cream? I'm really curious, actually. Pinto bean. So you can add that to your drinks here, Grimy. Grimy, are you from Mexico? Pinto bean ice cream. You can add that to your drink. That's something that they do here. Pinto bean ice cream. All right, bet. Good know so easy and free unless your tank is a dumb plus DK with a scuffer out. It's true. I'm from sunny California. Oh. This guy's name. I'm from California. I grew up in LA. So I need the motivation to go farm this helmet from Floodgate. Panda, I'm the wrong person to ask for that. Panda, I will never target farm a single dungeon ever. I can't stand it. I can't do target farming. I'm really bad at that. Don't ask me. I'll just tell you to go with any helmet you can. I'm a bad person to ask, Panda. It's from sunny California. I grew up in California. I kind of miss it, but not really. Bluebell. You are the fourth person to say Bluebell. Every single person who's ever heard of Bluebell is telling me that this is the best. I might have to try to find some. Interesting. Okay, Hession. Hession, Bluebell again. So basically, Bluebell is only in certain places. That's the thing with Bluebell. Texas. Fair enough. There's the South and the Midwest. That's the thing. Got a key, gotta go. Alright, good luck, Ziv. Good luck on your IO. Interesting. Texas. Okay. Alright, fair enough. Alright, we got a tank. We got Thoughtiana QT. We have these are some names. These are some names. Alright. So do I get them? Hunter or what's the arrangement? What's the arrangement? Okay, let's do IO real fast. 17 Ecodome, let's do it. Access to a PX, you might be able to find it. Bluebell ice cream. Also, did you get to 100 for Partner Plus? Yes. Partner Plus, I got to that goal. The new thing is this, because Kitty really wants to do this, and I was like, okay. And stream also was, what's that famous food store with the beaver as a logo? We're not allowed to talk about that here on stream, Grimy. Oh boy. That does not help the argument. Is that really what it's called? Don't answer that. I got to it. So the Partner Plus, yes. The next thing is that people wanted to do like an in real life Thai stream, and I was thinking about what I could do for an in real life Thai stream, yeah. And I was basically like, okay, why don't we just go around Thailand and eat? But I can't do the eating. However, Kitty can. So $1 from every sub I will take, and I will add it to the Kitty Mukbang in real life Thai stream fund. Does that make sense? So $1 from every sub from this point. I don't care how long it takes. It'll probably take a while. But when we reach a certain amount, then I will do the in real life Thai stream with Kitty. And we'll hang out around town. Is that not pinned? Can you see a pinned comment right now? Sometimes it doesn't come up for me. Can you see a pinned comment if you... Oh, did that not pin earlier? All right, let me do it right now. I was serious about this, actually. Right? Here. Every sub goes in real life Thailand food stream. All right, boom. That's it right there. Pin message. There. Cool. Ah, it's a nice ducky. Should dress up as a guardian druid while you do it. All right. Ecodome, why don't we do the safe route and just time this key easily? So why don't we not even take the first 3 and we just go like this? We don't have to pull with boss. We don't have to pull with boss. Make it easy. Make it easy time. Second. Wait, let's just not pull with second boss, honestly. I swear it's bait. I think it's bait to do that every time. Let's not pull with second boss, trust me. It's not worth it. This is actual IO, so let's just do it. Furry stream. Grimy. Are you into fur as well? Are you also a furry? Interesting. Interesting. Welcome to the club. You are home here. All right. Let's just do a really safe route because this is such an easy 17. Like you can't lose this to timer, basically. Yeah, let's just easy clap it. I agree. I think that's exactly. Let's just easy clap this key. Not furry, just California sober. What does California sober have to do with it? So, there's a route here which basically makes it you can't lose. There's a way to do this key where you absolutely cannot lose. But I might just do this though. You sound opposite spirit. Yep. Alright, you guys want to see a Guardian Druid key? Let's do it. Let's get this real fast. I'm gonna play some music that will inspire me. I'm debating on smut rock or something that gets me hyped. I don't know. I've been really liking. Kitty, can I play that? 16 or 17? 17. It's easy. I've already tanked this on 18, and I did it weeks ago. So I already know I can do it because I've already tanked this before on 18. Sleep token? Play it? Bro, I'm a shock kind of people. All right, fine. Oh, I can't. Why is my Spotify not working? By the way, every time I try to open Spotify, it just says reload page, and I can't search any songs. Do you know why? Looking forward to seeing your route. I like my Ecodome route a lot. This is the route, like, there's a way to pull it more aggressively, and you don't, we had this on 18 before. This was weeks ago, too. Why can't I play any, I don't understand. Uninstall and reinstall? Well, I can't do that right now. We could just play your hype stream mix. We could just play this, I guess. I don't really like, this doesn't inspire me, though. You know what does inspire me? How about this? What about John Wick music? I was talking about ice cream the whole time. This is random IO. Let's do it. Yeah. Yeah, we could play John Wick music. I listen to this at the gym sometimes whenever I need to, like, sprint on the treadmill. Let's go. I know this healer. He's good. Hopefully we just don't have any silly deaths. No, let's not play this ring right now. All right, let's go. Ready. Did I share the route already? Yeah, so let's just not pull with boss, in which case what you do is you just replace these two, because you don't need these two. And you take this corner pack over here. Insert after the boss, you just take this corner pack. Yeah. You take this here. You do these scourgers. Correct. And then everything here is a set. This route's a set. This area you can pull differently depending on how you need to. But I don't like playing anything with boss. We do have Giga Funnel, but it's not worth it. It's a little weird, but we don't take this first 3-pack. We just go left. Nice safe route. You time this key with literal minutes left on the timer if you just don't overpull it. Like, it is just one of those keys where you literally just, if you just don't wipe, like, if you just play this kind of nice and safe, like, you can't lose. Like, this first pull, when you don't take that extra 3-pack, is so simple. It's like the simplest pull. Like, you actually can't lose. Although our damage seems kind of low. Fair prio damage on the big guy, But I won't chain in until that mite is dead back there. That one. I won't chain in until this is actually dead. There's no point. Again, it's just that risk to reward ratio. There's literally no reason to chance this key. If this is like quick, easy IO, like, I don't know. This is such an easy 17, but I actually don't have it yet just because I haven't got the chance to do it. I think I got like 117 and we had like a really silly mistake on first boss. We can chain in now. It's fine. Because that actually only got one gorge off. Chain this fast. Do some damage. What'll be funny is you can compare this to the 15 I just ran for Crest right beforehand, where I played an actual full damage build, and I was much squishier, but I did big numbers. And you're going to see that I don't do that much less when I play as a Giga Tank. It's about the same damage. Within a very small margin for error. So the double FC Giga Gaming damage build is basically the same as the safe tank build, to be honest. It's not that different. It's very, very similar. But the decisions I'm going to make in this key, you're going to notice, you're going to be like, wow, he's playing really safe. Correct, because like I said, this is such an easy 17. It's probably the easiest 17. If you just have 0 deaths, it almost doesn't matter how I route it. If you just pull safe, you get to the end on time. See, our prio damage is really solid right now, too. You could pull these for a funnel on the boss, but you just don't need to risk it. There's no need to greed anything. My damage will be absolutely fine regardless. Nice. Clean so far, right? We just take those 2 into boss. Everybody knows. Been 1 chain pull thus far. But yeah, I'm playing the nice, safe build. I'm just going to be a Giga Tank. My healer won't ever really need to worry about me at all. I'm not going to let this guy clap anyone. And everybody's going to come in. My DK is so slow. Unfortunate for him. And we just go like, bam. I make sure that I have aggro on these guys as they come into boss. Sometimes I actually swap my target to them for these mangles. Just because occasionally people can rip when they full send cooldowns on the first set of mites. And you're solid. That's it. That's all I got to do. Boom, 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 boom. I was really enjoying... everybody, I do want to know what your favorite ice cream flavor is. Like, I'm insanely curious because people have been telling me about ice cream flavors all day that I've never heard of in my life. Like, apparently tar-flavored ice cream is a thing, and I was very surprised by this. But then somebody explained to me what tar-flavored ice cream was, and I was like, oh, I would like that. That sounds like something that's really good. Like, I would totally like that, and that's interesting. So there's all this weird culinary delight out there in the world. It depends on where you're from. Apparently it's a Finnish thing. Never been. So I don't know. Never heard of tar-flavored ice cream. But now I know. And the other thing that people keep mentioning is Bluebell. That seems to be the most popular answer. And today, every single person is like Bluebell. Like that is by far the #1 answer that we have been receiving. Those are really hard for melee to hit right now. These are going to get eaten, I think. I'm going to try to do as much damage as I can to this. Nice, we got them at the last second. Oh, no, you see? That's 2 stacks on the boss. It's only a 17, so it should be fine, but that is going to hurt. I was going to see if I could maybe Vortex Typhoon them out. But we have to be careful where we drop the puddles. I like the strategy where you drop the puddles in melee. Like underneath the boss. Alright, let's go. Yeah, I wonder. I don't think it'll be a problem. Like, I think it just takes a little extra time. I don't think that damage amp will be anything too dangerous on a 17. Nobody's gonna... I think you're gonna be fine. Now take those way out. Ooh. Oh. It might actually be just enough where that hurts. Enough. Yeah, okay, this could get rough then. The question is, do I send Incarn now? That's a tough question. Because I can't do the next pull without Incarn. And he's just low enough where it won't be up in time. Yeah, I don't think rooting them is a good... You don't want to root these. Because then you can't actually fight them as melee. Because I can just stun them when they're out of this puddle. So that my melee can hit them better. Okay, we got all the ads here. I think that not Incarning is the right choice here. Here we go. What's wood ice cream? No, you're going to distract me with the ice cream talk. I'm going to get way too heated about the ice cream talk. I'm gonna get way too into it. Currently, so we lose a little bit of time here. It's no problem. Once again, this key, if we just don't perish in the next little bit, we're gonna be just fine. That's all we have to do. So we survive this. Sometimes one of my favorite activities as a tank, it's a little toxic, I'm not gonna lie. So bear with me here, okay? It's a little toxic. One of my favorite activities is watching my DPS press their defensive after all the damage has already happened. it's an enjoyable pastime. So if you taunt those, they don't pull the sentinel. This is a tough tank pull, by the way. So I know exactly how I live it, but people need to let me take aggro. Okay, let's go. No zap goes off. Bolt is fine, no zap. Vortex now. Focus the sentinel. I'll even mark him with a skull here. Planting. Looking for a kick. Oh. Losing DPS here is not good. That bolt's on me. It's fine. I'll probably have to pop SI. This is still very healthy. I can get away with Bark. Okay, here we go. So I use to show shields. It's my cell profile. In the Discord if you want it. It's just the overshield texture on cell. Very helpful, by the way, if you don't have it. You should be able to see it. I also multi-roll, right? Like, I play healers as well as everything else. I'm fine. I'm going to let my healer watch me for a second. I'm good. Lunar beams up. So, I'm not going to let that bulk go off here. Yeah, overshield texture on cell. Very easy. Like, if you want to set up your own, you can make it whatever color you want. Or you can just import mine directly from my Discord. Completely up to you. But highly recommend. It's very helpful to see actual shield values. Like Lumathar shield, trinket, or anything. Like a cape proc as a tank, etc. That is a very bad pat. It's okay, because like I said, timer is not a problem, but I do want those phase blades. So I'm just going to delay for a second, because I need those too. Watch aggro on the phase blades. Back him up a little bit. Incarn. I might even delay my... You know what? I'm not going to play for damage. I'm delaying my Rage of the Sleeper. I'll save it for an extra defensive. Let's do it. Yeah, let's save Rage of the Sleeper, and then we'll just help the healer. I'll hit these frenzied regen. I'm not going to greed my damage at all. My damage will be absolutely fine this key. I'm not worried about it in the slightest. Like I said, what we can do is right before this, for fun, I saw a friend of mine in like a 15, and I just went and blasted it in a full-on DPS build. So we can compare very directly the DPS that we did in that key with effectively nearly the same pulls in this key, right? I'll change it up slightly. I'll go actually a little bit safer in this. But otherwise, we can just replicate the same type of pulls. So this pull hurts. I vortex them all together. So they're going to get leap back. And then this is the Lunar Beam first. I'll hold Rage again. Because these guys actually clap the tank. You will die, by the way. They just randomly melee. Their melee hits really hard, these phase blades. And they get a damage amp, which can be a magic dispel. That's also one reason they hurt. See, that's this little debuff on them. 30%. So if I didn't have Rage up there, I would get clapped. I really don't want to send SI, but I am between the Lunar Beams here. So I'll just watch a health potion. Probably just send it just in case. Here we go. I have Bark now. I can't chain this in. There's still too many Far Stalkers alive. Phase Blades you can chain infinitely. Far Stalkers, no. So we have... Breath is up from my DK. Can we do the big pull? We don't have meta. We don't have Surge. Come here. After, we pull the Sentinel after. I had Incarn, so I wanted to pull Sentinel, but it's not worth it. Let me get aggro. Good. I thought about it for a second, and I kind of... Normally, I would go Sentinel after this, but not worth it. Now, actually, what would be good to pull in this is that pat right there. Be better to pull this now. Be easier to pull it in this pull. Because we're right by the rock, and these guys always leap behind you, so it's easier to see them and to counter their leap if you're by this rock as a melee. Okay, Rage of the Sleeper on top of Lunar Beam, and then Bark Skin. There are a few Far Stalkers in here, so it can be a little bit tough with the random damage, but... Oh, that zap! We had no kicks there. Okay. No problem. Again, should still be fine. These Far Stalkers do hurt. Just need a little awareness. Those zap, obviously double zap can't go off. I was between my kick. I think I've munched my kick a few times this key. Right there. God. Good, 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 good. Our timer is still fine. I have to be very careful. I will die, actually, here in a second. Okay, my incarn's back. We have good cooldowns, so we go... He just popped his meta, so I want to chain this in now. But everybody else has cooldowns. We go Sentinel. I can't chain Far Stalkers. I can chain everything else. There's a Ruin Stalkers here. We go Sentinel. He has Surge. These Sentinels are very dangerous mobs. They're the hardest mobs in the dungeon. Somebody aggroed early. Careful. So this is a fine chain because only those guys, I'll just Vortex them all together. Save my Rage of the Sleeper. Again, I want to be Giga tanky, even though it looks like, oh, we've had some mistakes. It's a 7. It's Ecodome. Our timer will be absolutely fine. So we don't have to worry about that. But you can see this guy, he gets melted here. Very nice. Although there's a world where if you really wanted to play safe and you're an Arcane Mage who can just nuke a target, there's a world you should absolutely hold your Surge to make sure he dies faster from 50%. If I was an Arcane Mage and I didn't care about my overall damage, I'd consider doing that. But yeah, that's perfect. So see how we save cooldowns there, and then we go like this. Here we go. All right, boss spawns after this. We probably fight boss. I don't like pulling funnel with the boss. I won't do it. We can go fight a pack, or we can go fight boss. Either option is fine. Timer is Giga, so we're chilling. We only have one more pack to fight after this. We'll go boss. We're chilling. Play nice and safe. We have one more pack in this area, and then we go on to the next. Easy money. Good. And if they know the Javelin tech, this isn't as scary as it used to be. This Rage will be up with this Lunar Beam for the claws that I'm about to take. Hit one Frenzied Regen, you're absolutely fine. So right after this phase, we're going to have Surge. Man, I really wish... He just popped his meta. Was that a good decision? Alright, I Roar. I'll rebuff as well. I don't think I did that earlier after the last death. Okay, so you just walk right into the boss, but don't double stack. I keep my Thrash. Wait, that was a fair Spirit Link. I'm not going to pull funnel in. There's no point. We time this right now if I don't do it. Oh, he was... That's okay. But he's going to miss his Surge window. That's fine. Once again, we have the B-reses. Timer is not an issue. Timer's not an issue at all. That's so sad, though. He's going to lose a lot of damage. Like, a lot. Especially if he touches the wrong target. But hopefully he knows how to do this. Oh. Yeah, it's tough, huh? Yeah, it's not what you want to see. That is not what you want to see. That's rough. Well, thank God I didn't pull funnel, huh? That would have been worse. Imagine I pulled a pack on that because they're like, oh, we got all this cooldowns. That would have been way worse, huh? That's okay. So what you're going to see is we're still going to time this key. We're still going to time this even though it doesn't look so good right now because all these deaths. It's fine. My route is solid. The guy's still at 50%. He's going to take way longer than he should. But it's going to be okay. Also, I hate to say it, but every time... You know, there's a golden rule of pugging. Can I share with you a secret? Would you like to know? You want to know one of the golden rules of pugging keys? Don't invite Arcane Mage. I'm just to be honest with you. I know the healer. I know the healer in this. I don't know anyone else. Everyone else is just a random from Pug. Yeah. It's a really easy key. Like, Ecodome, all my decisions in this key are genuinely, this is like the easiest key, I think. What's up, Mr. Niche? How's it going? How's it going, Mr. Niche? What IO are you right now? Are you gaming this season? I haven't seen you around a bit. Are you have you been absolutely destroying the IO leaderboards? Or where are you at now? I have some decisions about how I want to pull this next thing, because there's that corner pack that I do want. I'm not going to pull it into boss. Our timer is going to be absolutely okay, because I know how I route this place. I will need to send Incarn on the next pull and stuff. You're just playing the game casually. Honestly, good for you. You can get so weirdly competitive with WoW and forget that it is a game that you are supposed to enjoy. It can happen like that, really, you know? Why are arcane mages... Okay, so technically, it's just very hard to play them well. Here. Do this corner, do this corner. It's just really hard to play them well. One of the only pulls you will see me early Incarn, by the way. That's why. Because this pull absolutely rocks you. Whenever Nessa invites you. I got to do a key with her the other day. I respect the outlaw gaming. I don't know how people do it. I don't know how people play one thing and only one thing. You know, like I have to play. I'm an altaholic. I gotta play everything. I much prefer taking this corner. Although... Okay, so I should clarify my statement. Arcane Mage is good. It's actually very good right now. But for some reason, statistically speaking, they do less prio damage in the keys that I invite them to because they are not piloted as well. And actually, like, the Frosty K ends up doing more, but I was also better at everything else. Like, I haven't found Arcane Mage to be very impressive, that's all. All right, cool. So that's our percentage. That's all the percentage we need. My problem is I don't have Incarn now. So watch this. I'm going to communicate with my team. Wait, aggro a sec. Hey, watch me also. Watch me. I'm going to pull 3 sand things into this, though. That's so sad, but it happens all the time. But I could probably show you some of these pulls, and it's just a fact. It's like, it's not supposed to happen like that, but it does. But that's absolutely how it goes. Okay, kick that first ball. Watch the big pat here. Because we're a little bit off time. Good. Pull these creepers in. Okay, I don't die. I don't die. Hold up. I am locking. This is the tech you have to do. Bear tank, if they sync on me, if 2 of these sync on me, I'm dead without Incarn. Right here. Incarn's up. But even if... So 1 is fine. 2 is instant... Oh, look at that. That was through Incarn, by the way. I told you. Lock in. Time to lock in. Whoa. Like there, he died with full defensives up, by the way. That's happened twice. Whoa, not a swirly death. No, actually, okay, this pull. I can't live this pull forever. Oh, there's 2. Not a swirly death. Not at this key level. No way. This is not that hard. This is an easy pull, man. This is not a hard pull. You can replicate this pull every time. We still have time, but that is unfortunate for sure. I'm going to have to start. It's not GG yet. It's not GG. Don't abandon. If you finish this pull, we're... That is so unfortunate. This is such an easy key. It's literally such an easy key. Oh, man. All right. Now it's GG's. Oh, well. We'll get it next time. We'll get it next time. How did people die there? Oh, it's a fun dungeon night. Oh, thanks. This is a quick hangout stream. I'm actually going outside tonight. I just wanted to hop on and say hi to people, though. Yeah. That was sad just now. No, that's not what happened there. That's not. But he had full defensives, and you can just see on your party frame, though. It's an easy pull. It's honestly, it's a very easy pull. You just have to actually watch like for your frames. So if this is the one main problem I see DPS have this problem all the time. If DPS don't have unit frames, they don't actually see if a cast is on them. They have nothing that tells them cast on me, and so they die with full cooldowns up. I will say. Are you letting yourself go? And what do you mean though? That pull is super easy. Just he died with. And there's only 2 casters. Like, there's only 2 kicks. Yeah, it's just 2 casters. There's only 2 kicks. Only 2 kicks. And only a double kill someone. Rest is tank damage. The only way somebody dies is if 2 bolts go on them at the same time. That pull is 100%. I've never had a problem with that pull, by the way. But it's just... There's a single bolt that took him out. A single bolt. But, like, you know. He could have used the defensive. That's so sad. That's such an easy key. On the way. Every time. Out of curiosity, though, I want to check something. So if we take a look at first boss, and we look at boss damage, enemy damage taken. Yeah? Yeah. So he did as much boss damage as anyone else. And much lower on the ads that got eaten. Targeted spells, yeah, exactly. About to end the key, it's all good, though. DP's offensive reactively, tanks it, yeah. So it's just like, but you just have to know... You just have to know in advance. So, like, there was only 1 double cast there that happened after the pull had already kind of gotten out of hand. And then, like, second boss, he died on second boss because he moved into the line, unfortunately. It's okay. Like, it happens. It's all good. It happens. But it is just kind of unfortunate. If you take a look at funnel damage, my Havoc basically equaled him. But overall damage is like looks like this. I don't know. I just never really play with mages. They always die with full defensives up and stuff, though. I know. But for some reason, they don't do that. All right, question for everybody. What's your favorite ice cream? I'm going outside today, though. I'm getting ice cream. Tomorrow, I'm going go-karting with friends, too. Cheese? Wait, cheese ice cream? You say cheese ice cream? Nougat, maybe. Hold up. Wait a second. I'm going to write this down. Cheese ice cream? Pudge? Really? Strawberry ice cream. Nothing wrong with strawberry is solid. But I think you have to have the right strawberry flavor is the problem. You got to have... It's hard to find, like, really, really, really cheap artificial strawberry is not something that I enjoy. It's got to be, like, really, really solid. Cocoa. What do you mean? Cocoa as in chocolate. One of the older ice cream flavors is Parmesan. You like cheese everything. All right, fair enough. Cheese is beige. Can't go wrong with that. When it's made from the actual strawberries. Thank you for the invite. Yo, what's up, Starkitude? Is it hard to make friends you can connect with there? No. Actually, living in Thailand is I've never had an easier time making friends. My problem is I don't see them and I don't put any effort into being a friend. My issue is that I don't put any effort into actually being a friend. That's my issue with it, by the way. Because, like, so the friends who invited me go-karting tomorrow, do you know the last time I saw them? I think it was May. It was May or early June. That's many months ago. I don't like to go outside, but I also think it would probably be a good idea to go outside. Like, I'm trying to take care of my health more, and it's probably a good idea for me to go outside. You know what I mean? Like, see the sun sometimes. I'm just not really a huge fan of it. I don't really like this concept, you know? I mean, coconut. Oh, you're a coconut enjoyer? Hold up. Big Cat, you're a coconut enjoyer? Big Cat. So, Thailand has some absolutely amazing coconut desserts. You don't know coconut until you've come to... Have you ever been to a place like Thailand or something like that, though? I feel like my people are just there and I'm way too focused on your success to mitigate that attention elsewhere. Yeah, I just don't think I'm a very good friend, to be honest. I don't invest in friendships. I don't invest in friendships. I am addicted to. I'm just a hardcore introvert. Going outside requires a lot of effort, and I don't always want to put that effort in. That's all. There's nothing else to it. Sometimes I don't want to put the effort into going outside. You know what I mean? But have you ever had any sort of like, so you've had coconut ice cream, but have you ever had, you know that in Thailand, right? You don't get coconut water. You just get a coconut. Like you just buy a coconut, like a whole coconut for less than $1, right? Yeah, what's up, Metri? Yo, one question: is Druid of the Claw viable in M plus? You can play Druid of the Claw if you want it. It's just not that much better, and it's a lot. It's not a lot squishier. If you play it perfectly, it's about the same, but you have to work way harder for not a lot of gain. The biggest gain is Arakara last area, but you can play it. It's just like my damage is not low not playing it. Like my damage is absolutely fine not playing it. You end dungeons with 5 million either way. And I'm playing, and I'm just tankier, and I feel more chill. But it's more of a personal preference thing. Yeah, it's more of a personal preference thing. If that answers your question, Metri. Sour Skittles. Have you ever had sour Skittles? Not only WoW, the most masochistic role on WoW. That's not true. Tanking is not the most masochistic role on WoW. All right. Playing Holy Priest is the most masochistic role. Sour Skittles, you ever seen The Boys? Have you ever seen The Boys? Is that a show you've seen before, Mr. Sour Skittles? Holy Priest. There's nothing more masochistic than playing a Holy Priest. Like, if you... I've seen the first season. Okay, so you won't get this reference. There's a reporter in the later seasons. He plays Holy Priest. That's the quintessential Holy Priest main. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you might not have a foot thing, but you definitely like being stepped on. It's like Holy Priest is probably the hardest role, the hardest spec to play in World of Warcraft, because you got to enjoy a certain level of self-deprecation to play a Holy Priest. You know what I mean? I was a Holy Priest main before switching to Rat Pally and Wolf. Does this apply to you? In Mythic Plus? In Raid? Yeah, not in Raid, just in Keys. It's just like you... So basically, because you are existing in a state where literally your counterpart does everything you can do but better. You have no kick. You have no real control. You are just existing, and you are not desired. So I feel like you have to... You know what I mean? You gotta have something going on a little bit. You ever had pistachio ice cream? Pistachio ice cream has got to be one of the bigger contenders, but also, I guess, somewhat haha. Fair enough. Holy Priest is... It's just you're slow. It's just there's not a lot that you bring to the table, aside from the fact that, yeah, I'll stop there. But yeah, I think Holy Priest is in a rough spot. Now I want sour Skittles. You know, sour Skittles are a weird thing where they're not made, and you don't really have sour Skittles in Thailand, and then they import them, but it's a different recipe. Weird. Sorry, Bear Tank, that's too low. Especially Druid of the Claw wants even more haste than Elun's Chosen, but you're going to want more haste for that for sure. Highly recommend. You want your haste to be about 30%. You don't need 34%. I feel like 25 to 30% is kind of that golden sweet spot. As long as you're somewhere in there, you're solid, you know? I just wanted to do a short stream today. I didn't want to, Are you in Thailand for school? No, I just live here. I've lived here for so long, dude. I've almost been here for 8 years now. It's just my home. A flex redeem, I bet. Also, Healful, did you say, did I let myself go earlier? I'm just eating a lot right now. I'm just basically bulking. Today, like right now, I'm bulking. Do I know Thai? Dynanoy. The almighty. Like, I'm not that good at speaking Thai. I need to practice a lot more, to be honest, though. You're 70. Yeah, you gotta gear up, Metri. That's definitely too low. It's just time and practice, but you got this. Big Bear, go brr. Yeah. Do you know Ty? Stretch? Okay. I'm currently bulking, so I've been going to the gym, like, hard. Like, I've been actually on a workout plan. I've been taking care of myself. I'm trying to sleep a little better, and I'm eating a lot. So, the muscles are gonna pop, but the abs are not going to pop. Fox ears for a minute. So it's a trade-off, of course. You have to make the trade-off. But watch this. But watch this. That's pretty cool. That's kind of cool, right? If I just get those even bigger, I could be a streamer. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The real question I have, actually... Oh, that's right. I forgot. I need to check this, though. Practice. You can learn how to do that. You can learn how to do that. I forgot. I made a TikTok this morning. I need to check it. Is it doing okay? Oh, yeah. I made a TikTok asking people, like, if I should grow out my beard more. You know? Welcome back, Fandy. Wait, should I grow this out more? Like, I'm not 100% sure about this. This is a question I've had for sure, though. I'm not sure about it. Like, whether I should or should not grow this out. Yeah, what's up? Our group is starting. What's up, John? I'm not sure if that's the main cause of it. It's pretty rough, John. Yeah. What's up, Peter? Just don't get a V-neck. I'm finding my muscle-wise. I wanna gain a little bit, though. Looks good. So here's the thing. I don't mind a little bit of facial hair, but it's becoming a beard. Look. See how it's starting to get fuzzy? You see the fuzziness? You see what I'm talking about? Like, it's starting to kind of get a little bit fuzzy. What do you think? This is the question. Because it's actually becoming like a beard. You know? Nothing wrong with that? Nothing. But so there's the awkward stage. The problem is there's the awkward stage. The issue is there's I already went through puberty once, Sour, and I have no intention of going through that again, right? Like, that's the problem. What's up, Soap? Because Soap, I'm wondering, should I grow out the beard? I'm kind of at that point now where it's like I either need to trim it down a little bit or just let it go. Yeah. Now, I've seen Soap's tricep in real life, so he's used to hearing that, kitty. Yeah, so I kind of want, I would love a big beard just so that I could have the moral superiority to go like this. I want a big beard for one reason. Allow me to explain. So I could do this. That's it. I would literally dedicate a year of my life so I could do that. That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. Imagine being able to sit here and just go. Like, that's exactly, that would be amazing. All right. I'm actually going out today. I'm going to go outside and socialize in real life. Ooh. Sour Skittles, nice to meet you. Other people, thank you for telling me about your favorite ice creams. I'm not going to lie, I still was surprised, Ziv, that you were not trolling me. Apparently, Golden Gay Time is a very real ice cream, and it is actually delicious. I wasn't expecting that. I kind of thought I was getting trolled, but it is a legitimate ice cream. And then also the other one that I've been surprised by, Grimy George. You said pinto bean popsicles? Fair enough. There's all this stuff. Come Tank 16 Flood? No, I'm heading out. I'm going outside today. is outside today. I'm socializing in real life. I just really wanted to pop in short stream. Short stream. Here's a Discord if you want it. I probably won't post anything to YouTube tonight, but I'll be back tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow will also probably be a shorter stream. Just popping in to say hi, maybe run a key or two, because I might go-karting tomorrow. That'd be fun. Alright, what time is it? Ooh, how long is Trip gonna be on for? Trip's on still? I never get to raid Trip. Bro, he looks, oh, he's like, he's 5 hours in. I get, this is his last key. Ayo, does anybody here know if Trip's gonna be on for a bit? I'll totally raid him, but I don't, he's never on this late. Like, he's definitely, like, last key, right? Otherwise, let's see, who else is rolling right now? Rain is on. Rain normally goes a little later than this. Cat's on? Katsuri? Is she still on right now? Let me see. She normally ends around this time. Oh, wait. Is she? I don't see her on. She might have just ended. It's a weird time because it's a short stream for me. Yeah, she's not on right now. Just ended. Do. Christus is on. I see a bunch of people. Geeks is on. We can go raid Geek back. He's chill. He is 3763 Ret Pally. Damn. He's in a 19 Streets of Wonder. With Forest? Alright, let's go say hi to... Let's go. I'll return the favor. Let's go say hi to Geek. He's in a 19 Streets of Wonder. God damn, imagine doing 19s already. This dude is just an unbelievable Ret Pally. Who's Vanilla Mace? Right, I'll check him out later. Not a WoW player. I'll return the favor to Geek for today, but I'll check him out later. Alright, bye guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Do. Ba-da-ba-boom. Hey, King. Tell us what it's like when you get back. I will do. Bye, King. I'll see you tomorrow.